Hey guys, what's going on? It's Colin here again, back with another fan video. Today we're over at Rob's place again, taking a look at another one of his neat fans. And for today we got a 1911, you said?
1912.
Oh, 1912 Western Electric, which is a Westinghouse rebrand. It's a 6-blade stamped steel motor, and this thing's actually all original, down to the head wire and the cord and everything, which is pretty neat. You can see the original head wire there. Those grommets are actually still somewhat pliable and soft. Got the nice original braided cord and a little acorn plug over there. But get you a shot of the motor tag here, if you can see it maybe. I don't know how well that's going to come through, it's a little dark. So we get a little more light on that. Hopefully that's coming through. But yeah, it's just a neat all original piece. Is there anything you want to add in, or?
I don't know too much about the history. I know these were made, I believe, as early as 1911. The stamped steel really came out more along the lines of 1912, but I do believe there's a couple models that came out in the end of 1911. This is an early one. Still has a centrifugal start motor. It's a 3-speed, but the speeds are not. There's not too much of a difference between the speeds because of the centrifugal start. But it runs exceptionally well. It's in really, really good condition, especially for its age. One of the cleanest examples I've ever seen. All original, down to the cord and the head wire. Even the felt on the base is original. It's a little dirty, but
wow, I didn't realize that was there.
I can't remember where I got this fan. I don't even think it was from a collector. I think I bought it at an antique store or something like that. And it's been in phenomenal condition. The person who had it before me, they took really, really good care of it. Even the bearings, there's no play in the bearings. A little front to back, but that's not unusual. But otherwise, this fan is pretty solid, and it's been well taken care of.
It's pretty incredible, actually. So, yep, we got 3 speeds with the slide switch. It's got the it's an oscillator model. I don't know whether I mentioned that or not. But go ahead and fire it up here. We can go get a startup sound. So you can hear the little crackle of the centrifugal start. And it just sits there and it hums away and runs real smooth.
It's an incredibly quiet fan. These Residence fans, the 6-blade, 6 poles, they were made to be quiet while still perform at the level of a 4-blade, because the 4-blade spun faster. So
it definitely throws a nice breeze.
Yeah. This was a bedroom fan for a while. I used it for a couple of years until I upgraded. Put on oscillation. The head wire's still good, so I'm not afraid to let it swing back and forth. Straighten that out.
It's a nice smooth oscillator too.
Yeah, this fan was well kept. Well, that was actually low speed.
That started on low. Whoops.
Forgot about that. Westinghouse did that. They started their fans on low speed.
Interesting.
As like a marketing gimmick. Say, hey, our fans can start on low. Where, like, if you have a 1902 Pancake and you put it on the 5th speed, it won't start.
Yeah.
You actually have to push it. This is medium.
Send it up onto high.
Yep. That's actually the bench.
Yeah, the bench is vibrating a little bit. Hell, even high isn't loud at all.
This fan's really intended to run on 110 volts.
Yeah.
And right now my house gets about 125.
So that's part of the reason there's not a lot of difference in between the speeds.
Even if I do run it on 100 volts, though, very little difference in speeds. It's noticeable, but it's not like incredible difference.
There's only so much you can do with a centrifugal start motor. You can't go too slow with them, otherwise they won't start right.
It's a very underrated fan, in my opinion. I really like their oscillator mechanism. It's you pull up, you push down, much like a modern fan on the back of the motor. Westinghouse actually invented that.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
And it's a lot easier than, say, like a GE where you actually got to thread a knob in.
Yep.
This one is just as easy as
It's actually smoother than
pushing
a
down.
modern fan. It just clicks right in. There's like no bump or anything. It's just smooth all the way. It's pretty cool. Nope, we'll go for a spin down here.
Yeah, even with the centrifugal start, this fan does actually have a pretty good spin down time.
You can hear the switching gauge there with a little bit of crackling. Yeah, that's not bad for a centrifugal start fan. I suppose the 6-wing brass blade's got some weight to it. But yeah, it's certainly a neat fan. Often with these Westinghouse stamped steel, they can be a little bit of a pain in the ass if you have to actually work on them, rewire them, because getting the stator out is kind of a nightmare.
You need a tool to do it.
Once they're right, or if they're well kept like this one, they're definitely, like you said, probably underrated fans, yeah. Honestly.
They're one of the best runners in my opinion. I got some GEs, I got some Emersons. In my opinion, Westinghouse, very, very underrated. And if you can get a good one like this, you keep it, well oiled and take care of it, it'll run forever. Yeah.
Very neat fan. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. So you guys know the drill. If you like what you see, hit the little like and subscribe buttons. I'd appreciate that. By all means, leave a comment if you have one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.